Hi, Mike Coates is here with our monthly check-in. I'm going to check in 4 areas this month. One thing personal, one thing professional, one thing on the horizon, and number 4 is one thing worth sharing. One thing personal. Today we're celebrating our 9th wedding anniversary. My wife and I can't believe that time has flown by this fast. I just feel so incredibly blessed with our family and our marriage over the last 9 years. And in particular, over the last 5 years, when I look back on it, we made a significant change as we actually agreed on our life plan, our bucket list, if you will, and we put it down in writing and agreed on it. And we've been using what's known as the Family Vision Traction Organizer. And we've been using that consistently for the last 5 years. And it's been amazing to help us keep us on the same page, to help us to say yes to the things that fit, and more importantly, to say no to the things that don't. Would love to share it with you. Unfortunately, don't have a link for you today. If you'd like a copy of the template, please email me and I'll be happy to send you a copy. One thing professional. One of my clients in a recent quarterly session reported an unexpected dramatic drop in sales over the last 90 days. Now, as we approached the quarterly session prior to it, they were considering canceling the session. We had a conversation about it and help them to realize how important it was that they don't break the meeting pulse so that we can get at the root cause and figure out why sales has dropped. Now, a couple things were going on. They had one of their sales leader was out of the office on extended leave of absence, and the sales team was not as accountable as they were hoping. And as we dug into the issue in the quarterly session, we ended up discovering that the root cause was the sales manager was not effective at leading, managing, and holding the team accountable. Although they were a great producer, they weren't great at bringing the team up to speed to where the company needed them to be. And so the team made a decision to have the integrator take over the sales leadership seat temporarily to get everything on track to really generate the level of accountability that they want in the organization. And the team said that they would have never arrived or even discovered that this was the root cause of their problem had they not met for their quarterly session. They would have kept hunkering down and trying to fix sales, but this forced them to stop, reflect, and figure out what was the real issue and how do they correct it going forward. Take a look down below at a link to an article I wrote about how to generate a higher level of accountability throughout your organization. One thing on the horizon. Coming up in early November is our second Integrator Mastery Forum, known as IMF, here in Detroit. And we had one earlier this year where all integrators of EOS companies came together to master their craft, to become better at running the organization, holding their team accountable, and getting stuff done. And I'm really excited for my clients that are attending because it's going to help to build them up, help them to share experiences and learn from each other. There's going to be more Integrator Mastery Forums coming in the future. Stay tuned. Take a look at a blog post I wrote about it earlier this year about the previous Integrator Mastery Forum, as well as some resources from the Rocket Fuel website down below. One thing worth sharing. So I recently read a book by Steve Chandler called Time Warrior, and Steve has a really interesting perspective on how to more effectively manage your time. Of course, I took multiple pages of notes. Here are 2 key takeaways that I'd like to share with you. One has to do with energy management to get you more time back in the end of the day. And what he talks about is he correlates how to get more energy in the day is to have a high degree of to-do completion. In other words, what you set out to do in any given day, getting it done by the end of the day, completing it by the end of the day, will give you a surge of energy, which will help you to be more creative and help you to more effectively manage your time. He correlates that to an example of a football team winning a championship. You know, they should be exhausted and tired at the end of it, but instead they have this surge of energy because they had the ultimate completion that happened. They completed what they set out to do. While on the opposite side, you look at the team that lost, they have this depressed, moping lack of energy because they didn't complete what they set out to do. Now here on a day-to-day basis, to-do completion is what will help to manage our energy on any given day or week. The other aspect he talks about is that when we set out to do something and maybe we don't feel like doing it, and what he says is you've got to take control of your own energy, change it. If you don't feel like doing something, make yourself feel it. And ways of doing this he talks about is singing, dancing, belly laughing. At first it might feel awkward or just fake, But as you do it, it helps to make it more real. It will change your energy. And what it does is it relaxes the muscle in your mind to let information flow from one side to the other to help you to get more done, be more productive, and ultimately get more time back at the end of the day. Take a look down below at the link to Steve Chandler's book, Time Warrior. Thank you for watching today. Did this message resonate with you? More importantly, do you know somebody that could benefit from hearing this message? If so, please forward this to them. And visit my website at gpsforsmallbusiness.com. And as always, just know that I'm here to help. Make it a great day.